I don't know about you, but I cannot believe it's already the middle of November. I know I say this every single year around this time, but it does just feel like this year went by so quickly, and there was so much sweetness and joy and learning that happened this year and is still to come in this calendar year. I am feeling so excited, as is my family, to welcome in a season of joy and celebration with Christmas season, and then followed by a season of rest and learning new things inside the home as winter comes along. I started this YouTube channel as a way to share the joy that I was finding as a mother of one. My name is Andrea. I am just a mother of one, learning how to be a homemaker, learning new skills. And I have found pretty early on that this was just such a joyous role, and I wanted a way to share that. And so that is what you will see around here. If you are new, I love to share the joys that I have found in being a homemaker and a mom and a wife, and all the things I am learning that are related to that. Where we live, autumns are quite short. Summer has definitely officially completely wound down, and we are inching into winter. Though it's not technically winter, things are getting a lot less colorful outside. Trees are going to rest for the season, and the garden is pretty much completely quieted down. This is one of the last meals that we made with a garden harvest. My neighbor has a huge vegetable garden and always willingly shares with us. And he had some peppers and some tomatoes that he wanted to get rid of before the frost rolled in. And so we took them and made a really tasty pasta. I've really enjoyed being more creative in the kitchen recently. And one of the ways I've been doing that is making a pasta with just all the produce that we have in our fridge, some spices, a protein, and calling that a pasta sauce and pouring it over some noodles. I am not the type of person that would typically say I'm a good cook or can do anything other than follow a recipe. So to be able to just whip a meal together is a new thing, and also something that I am really happy that I can do and honestly proud of. And so I love sharing with you guys these little wins. So hopefully they encourage you in the kitchen as well. If you want to make it yourself, this pasta was just sausage, onions, garlic, peppers, tomatoes, a little bit of spinach added in at the end, salt, pepper, over an einkorn noodle. It was so tasty. Recently, I have been overwhelmed by the amount of trash that we create during the holiday season. Americans create 25% more trash between Thanksgiving and New Year's, and that is why I am so excited to introduce to you guys the sponsor of today's video, Blueland. Blueland provides an easy way to get all of your holiday shopping done without feeling any guilt about the waste. I love Blueland products for two reasons. One is that they are people friendly. I do not have to feel bad about using their laundry detergents and hand soaps for my family. They are hypoallergenic and sourced from vegan and non-GMO ingredients. And I love that they are planet friendly. There are no single-use plastics throughout any component. I recently got the holiday hand soap gift set and I love it so much. It is the perfect thing to get for yourself and for the person that's hard to buy for on your list. I am already placing a few more orders for some people that just don't know what to get them, and I love that this gift is practical, it creates no waste, and is helpful to them in their daily lives. It is inspired by a box of chocolate. It's just overall so nice to open up and is just gonna make such a great gift. If you are ready to get started with Blueland, all you have to do is click the link in my description or scan the QR code to receive 15% off of your first set. Thanks again to Blueland for sponsoring today's video. Every year I get so excited for decorating for Christmas. A lot of people would say that I decorate prematurely, but I definitely am one of those. We do not wait for Thanksgiving. My husband also doesn't like to wait for Thanksgiving. We love to celebrate Thanksgiving, but we like to do it with a tree up in the background. I think he and I just both love all of the coziness that a Christmas tree creates and Christmas decor creates, and we just want to be able to enjoy it for a really long time. So we like to get our tree up, and we have so much fun busting out the decorations every year and just going through them, even the sentimental ones. We have so much fun with it. Last year, I thrifted a few rolls of red velvet ribbon. It just looked like something I could use. And then this year, I decided that an ornament tree with a toddler wouldn't work so well, and that I wanted to do all bows. Bows are trendy right now. They're fun. And whenever I got out my Christmas decor, I was reminded that I had red ribbon already. And so I just tied up a bunch of bows out of the ribbon that we already had and stuck them on the tree. And this has been really successful. So if you have a toddler, I do recommend a bow tree. It's more simple than we would usually do, but it does not result in any broken ornaments, and it's just really pretty and cozy. Even before I decorated for Christmas, I have been thinking a lot about decorating the house, making it family friendly, making it toddler friendly, making it work for us. And this always feels a little bit trivial to talk about, but I really do believe that a decorated space is worthy of value. It's a way to love your home. It's a way to love on your family, because everyone just loves to see an aesthetic, clean, cozy space, and it definitely impacts me. So I have been thinking a lot about that, and I want to talk about it a little bit and what I just learned from decorating for Christmas. Before we jump into that, I want to share with you guys what I have going on in the sewing room. I guess last year I decided that I wanted a Christmas bunting and started the project but never finished it. I was recently going through my unfinished project bin and found a ton of triangles that were already sewn together. All I had to do was bind them up in order to have a cute holiday bunting. So I obviously took the time to do that, and it added a little bit more handmade elements to our Christmas decor this year. While I was pulling all of the decorations out for Christmas and thinking about how I want to curate them just into the pieces that we really, really value, handmade pieces were definitely some of the most important to me. I have some pillows that I made, now this bunting, and some other handmade items. And that is something that I learned I definitely want to incorporate more of, So hopefully we'll be doing some more Christmas projects on this channel and sharing them with you guys, because I learned that those are the pieces that I really highly value and we get excited to get out every single year. In addition to learning the value of my handmade decorations, I also definitely learned the value of decluttering. I have been on a extreme decluttering kick. I would have said that our house was decluttered, and then I pulled out the Christmas decor and I found ways to get rid of even more regular and Christmas decor. And we are left with the things that we really, really love and get excited to pull out every year, whether it's thrifted or things that we've made or things that we maybe splurged on or even picked up for a steal. I wanted to keep only the stuff that we are really excited about in both our regular decor and lives and our Christmas decor. This decluttering lesson is passed down from my older sisters who are further ahead in life than me, have more kids than me, and always say that if your house feels overwhelming, then declutter and it will feel less overwhelming. And after even just doing it a little bit, I could not agree more. I used to say that it was totally fine when it was just me and my husband moving stuff around. It was totally fine, but now we have moved into the toddler phase where pretty much everything that is within her reach gets put on the floor every single day, and that just gets overwhelming to pick up. So that is definitely a decor lesson that I learned, is that you can just get rid of more than you think. And I started to feel like my house was really bare whenever I started to pull the stuff off the coffee tables that was getting knocked down every day. And I realized that wall decor works really, really well for kids. So I decided to hang the bunting up high where she couldn't get it, hang the stockings in front of it. We're going to be doing more with frames, maybe some wallpaper, to try and incorporate more elements that add a lot of character and a lot of color without adding a way for things to get pulled onto the floor over and over again. The decor lessons I learned were definitely scattered, and I hope that made sense the way I shared them with you. Overall, I just know that I want pieces that are timeless, that we love, things that we actually use. This helps with the overwhelm of the house and also with sustainability. That is important to me, that we are not over consuming, that we are only using what we need. And in doing so, making our lives as a family easier, because the house is easier to manage. I definitely fall into the gadget trap sometime of thinking that owning a thing is going to make my life easier, when in all actuality, it does not. It just gives me one more thing to manage. So I am definitely not perfect at this, and I am trying to learn the balance of things that we really do need and find value in, and things that are just going to end up being clutter. So I wanted to share that journey with you, just in case you might need the push or the motivation or the permission to go through your home and get rid of things that might be adding to the overwhelm, not taking away from it. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, I had some sourdough cinnamon rolls that were doing their bulk ferment. Our anniversary is right around when we decorate for Christmas every year. So I asked my husband what he wanted me to make him for our anniversary, and without hesitation, he said cinnamon rolls. And I had never made cinnamon rolls, so I was excited to give it a try. I am, of course, following my sister's recipe from the blog Farmhouse on Boone. Many of you guys know her, I know that. And so this was so tasty. I loved making them. I am wanting to get better at sourdough. Maybe that will be a 2025 goal for me. So I just had so much fun putting my slippers on, putting on a podcast, and going up into the kitchen and having a cozy baking night. As we transition from the hustle and bustle of summer and fall into a season of joy and celebration, and then after the Christmas season, a season of rest where everything outside, from the daylight to the trees, are telling us that we need more rest. I hope you guys are feeling inspired and encouraged. Winter is not usually my favorite season. I'm rather public about that on this channel, but this year I want to take on more skills in the home, like sourdough, maybe some sewing, maybe tackle some home projects, and I hope that you are feeling inspired to do that as well. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing week.